Now, prisons have suddenly become ground zero for the coronavirus. In California's oldest jail, the number of cases has increased 600% in 8 days. As Dan Grossman explains, that means solitary confinement is rapidly on the rise as well.
From the outside, we cannot know.
Thoughts of suicide, the volatility in my emotions.
Know the experiences of people like Johnny Perez, who have felt the agony of being on the inside.
So I served 13 years in prison. Out of those 13 years, I did 3 years in solitary confinement.
At 21, Johnny was convicted of armed robbery. He went to prison, got in a fight, and was put in solitary confinement, a punishment he says is no longer being used punitively, but preventatively.
The reports that I'm getting back now is not, hey, they put me in solitary for COVID-19. Now it's, hey, you're keeping us in solitary because of COVID-19.
Johnny works closely with Unlock the Box, a coalition of advocacy groups fighting solitary confinement. It estimates the number of people in solitary right now is 5 times higher than it was before COVID-19.
There is a perpetuation, and it's a really terrible cycle.
A number that doesn't sit well with the group's campaign strategist, Jessica Sandoval.
They're not going to report that they feel bad if that's what the prison's going to do anyway. So it's pretty dangerous.
The Federal Bureau of Prisons declined an interview with us, but they did email us this response. In it, they never mentioned whether or not they're using solitary confinement to stop the spread of the virus, but they talked about the other measures they're taking, like decreased visits from family and no inmate transfers.
So I think there has to be a reckoning among corrections leaders and governors to say, like, we're going to do what's right, we're going to save lives.
Jessica thinks the solution should be medical isolation, which doesn't strip away privileges or early release for people nearing the end of their sentences, options that don't weigh as heavily on those incarcerated.
Oh, hey, now we can treat you like an animal for the rest of your life. Says more about our system than it says about the individuals.
Same goes for Johnny, who worries the precedent being set may be more damaging than the isolation itself.
Creating and lowering this standard of what it means to be put in solitary that is so low that it reverses the work that we've all done so far.
I'm Dan Grossman reporting.